Yes, guys, welcome back to SFeatleyTV, and we're here for the hot off the press show. It's a very early show, actually, it's in the middle of the afternoon, but we are live for the hot off the press show and your weekly news show going around. And I'm going to start off with, um, uh, yeah, we've got Jason here. We're going to talk about obviously the Champions League opening week. We had the games last night, and we've got games on tonight. And we will be doing a watch along to PSG and Club Bruges watch along tonight. But yeah, so opening week of the Champions League, and we're just gonna go for a preview of it and I'll give some predictions about it. Um, but Jason, obviously Man United fan, I'm sure you're a bit I'm sure you're a bit ticked off to today. I bet.
Yeah, very ticked off. I just want us to have a proper manager.
Okay, well, I mean, let's hear it, man. This the what happened. Obviously, we all know what happened last night with Man United.
Way
So
I
how
feel
how do you
we're
see it?
going, way I feel we're going to go into the UEFA League again. Like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer can't handle the pressure in the Champions League at all. Last season we lost against Istanbul and games that we should be winning this season. Young boys, first game of the group, under pressure, he still can't take it.
Yeah, I hear that completely. I mean, I don't know what I can't understand what went on last night. I mean, so much for Bingard having a great return to the league.
Yeah,
So yeah, it absolutely baffled me. It was just like with all that talent you've got, you should be battering young boys.
yeah.
They should be struggling to get out of their own box,
Yeah,
let alone ours.
for me, I would have took Donny off and put someone like Mata and Greenwood on and gone for the match, just stayed attacking. But he put five defence in, let them come at us and come at us again, and that's what really messed us up.
Yeah, I hear that completely. I understand. I can't understand how bad like you were yesterday, and how
Yeah,
much like I mean how many I mean saw I saw like the second goal that young boy scored, and I'm like, how have they been able to be allowed to attack you? How is it they've been allowed with all the talent you've got to be able to get
hmm.
anywhere near you? It
So
baffled me.
the whole second half, we didn't have like one shot on target.
Absolutely. I mean, I can't
That's
understand it either. Can't understand it either. But yeah, big up Ankit in the chat as well. And do you know what? Tell you guys, I'm gonna drop the link in the chat. Please do share the stream, guys. It's really important you do so. The more you share the stream, the more like and get viewers in, the more we raise for charity. So please do so. It really is that important. So yeah, I'm gonna drop the link in. So to screw that. So yeah, I mean, so I'm gonna go like obviously through the Champions League and through the
yeah.
groups as we look at them. So let's have a look at the groups that we've got in here. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Keep smashing that like button, people. It's really important you do that. Thank you very much. Um, yeah. So Group A, obviously we got Club Bruges, Man City, PSG, RB Leipzig.
Yeah.
Uh, and I'm doing PSG versus Club Brugge tonight as a watch
PSG
along.
will win that 4-0 or something.
Yeah, because because the reason I want to watch that is because of Neymar, Messi, and
Yeah.
Mbappe. Just being able to see
Yeah,
them
I'll be
first time
watching that,
together
yeah.
on the pitch. Then we've got Milan, Atletico Madrid, Liverpool, and Porto. It's a very tough group. That is a very tough group.
Yeah, that's
Ajax, yeah, very, very. Group C is Ajax, Besiktas, Dortmund, and Sporting. Um,
Dortmund won that.
yeah. Inter Milan is Inter Milan, Real Madrid, Shakhtar Donetsk, and Sheriff in Group D.
Yeah,
Um,
Shakhtar does do shock us sometimes.
is so that Sheriff there's that like saying they're gonna have like a cowboy come out and like being able to be referee or something. You know what I mean? Okay.
Yeah.
Uh, Bayern Munich, Benfica, Dynamo Kiev, and Barcelona are in
Oh, I
Group
watched the
E. We
highlights of Bayern Munich last night. They was really, really good against
They were
Barcelona.
really good. We watched it last night. They were very, very
Yeah.
good. Right, that Barcelona had no answer whatsoever.
Yeah,
Group
exactly.
group Group F, young boys.
Oh my god.
And I don't want to. Let's just. Here we go. There we go. There we
No,
go.
that just disappoints me.
Don't you love to see it?
Mm,
Young boys, Atalanta, Villarreal, um, Man United. So yeah, I'm gonna just zoom out of that now. Let's have a look. Let's zoom out of that. There we go. So yeah, Group G, RB Salzburg, Seville, Lille, and Wolfsburg. It's another interesting group there actually. Loads
yeah,
of good interesting
Seville and
games.
Salzburg will go through probably.
Yeah. Group H, Juventus versus Chelsea. Juventus, Chelsea, Zenit, and Malmo. So we pretty much know Chelsea and Juventus are
Yeah.
going to go for it in that group. I think you've like Chelsea. To be honest, I think Chelsea can beat Juventus and top the group. I don't know about you.
Yeah, Ray Chelsea played last night. They controlled the game against Senate, but they only managed to score one goal. If they play like that against Juventus, God knows what's going to happen.
Yeah, but sometimes you can have games like that where you score a goal and then you just can't score another one. It doesn't matter
Yeah,
what you do. And I think, to be honest, is like with Chelsea, um, that I don't really see that as a problem, right? Because they were only beating teams like 1-0, 2-0 in the quarterfinals and the semi-finals, and they were still.
yeah,
It's more like how they play during that game. If they're playing really well during that game, then I don't think I'll have a problem. So just gotta go through some of the comments as well. Um, big up, Rich
big up
Sports.
Rich.
Um, who disliked this. I'm always getting the same. There's always that one person. There seems to be that one person who keeps disliking it. I haven't got a clue. Right? I might have an idea, but I don't know what. I don't know who. Ankit, it helps gain traction anyway, mate. So keep doing it. Um, Ankit, thank you. Tricky game tonight, and we are in a tricky group too. To be fair, if people don't like you and they don't like and they want to try and dislike your content, the best thing to do is not actually dislike it at all because you help gain this traction anyway.
Yeah,
So
certainly.
yeah. So sorry, Stephen. I'm kind of busy now. So I'd love to come on. No worries. I'm good. Uh, right. Just going through. Stephen, there's a new sheriff in town. Yeah, absolutely. We watching the Barca Bayern game too. Barca are finished surely. Early
Yeah,
2000s deja vu.
certainly. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Rick, got a Napoli fan on tonight in our preview. Oh, you're playing Napoli tomorrow, aren't you? It seems England authorities are changing now. Napoli can now board the flights. Uh, which group are
Napoli's gonna
which
spank this stuff.
which group are Arsenal in? I said, yeah. Well, we ain't gonna win it anyway, mate. So what's the point of bloody being in it? You know what I mean? Everyone kept taking a minute that we just made up the numbers. So you know what I mean? So what's the point? You know, it's just that's just um,
Yeah.
kind of what they should have done from the jump. Sporting exemption, especially when teams buy out the entire flights. Uh, yeah, well, they couldn't really. They just had to be careful. Like anyone looking forward to the first ever Conference League, no, I'm not
Spurs are.
interested. Like, not even Spurs fans are looking forward to that, and they usually lowers the low. They'll usually use that to win. They'll win that. I think they've won the Champions League. Right? You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
most likely. Unless Roma messed them up and Jose
Oh,
Mourinho laugh at their faces.
yeah. Jose Mourinho will screw them over anyway, so I'm not even worried about that. They won't even win that. And if I don't even win that, then I'm gonna laugh. I'm gonna
Yeah.
laugh so hard. He said they even made you a tournament for your level, and
Yeah,
you
they
can't even win
sack
it.
him, then he beats them in the final.
You can
That'd be
see it happening.
hilarious.
You can see it happening. But what I
Yeah.
would love, I'll just sit there and I'll just go, You've you've had a tournament made for you and you still couldn't win.
Yeah, exactly. That'd be
What
hilarious.
honestly, like that some and people want to like sit there and go on about, oh yeah, it's the top five and it's like the
Hmm.
it's all the top six part and Arsenal aren't part of it. And I'm like that like
Yeah.
They take Arsenal out and put Leicester in. I said, yeah, that's all right, but who's won the most out of Arsenal and Tottenham? Who's won the most trophies? Who's won the most
Arsenal,
trophies recently?
easy.
Thank you. So I don't know. I don't know why they do that. Like Tottenham are a joke. They no shouldn't never be a big club. They're not a big club. Never have been. Never will be. Simple.
Yeah.
Right. It can't be a big club when you sit there and don't win anything. Simples. But like for me, the toughest group in that in the for me the toughest group I see is where is it?
Man
Where is it?
City's group in it.
No,
Or
yeah, I think it's Man
Barcelona.
City's. Yeah, they got Man City, or Group B with Liverpool. Group B with Liverpool, they got Milan, Atletico Madrid, and
Yeah.
Liverpool, and Porto. Right,
Yeah, Man
and then
City
you,
got that PSG, Leipzig. Leipzig
yeah,
are not
Leipzig as
really
well.
pushing.
Yeah, Leipzig as well. But I
Yeah.
don't think Leipzig is as strong as they were last season. They did lose
Yeah,
Upamecano
definitely.
to Bayern. So if Spurs win it, they will do everything in their power to camouflage it in their empty trophy cabinet. No, they'll have it high and displayed in the sky, thinking they've won everything, and they're like the ultimate team now. Sure thing, Chris. We played in this Sunday. I look forward to that. Um, Leicester playing what? Leicester playing actually Tottenham next week.
I don't know. I don't
I'll have
keep
to
up
have a look.
their game.
No, they're playing Brighton. They're playing Brighton. My bad.
Right.
Yeah,
I know we got West Ham twice.
yeah. But I think I think the most interesting game tonight is, and I think everyone will be doing a watch along to it, which is why I'm not doing it. Is Inter Milan versus Real Madrid.
Yeah, I can see
That
that
is,
being a draw.
yeah, that's going to be the biggest game I think tonight, and it looks like a cracking game. You've got also Liverpool versus Milan.
Yeah,
Um,
that's history game, really.
yeah, I mean, for you, who would you go like? How would you see it happening with the Champions League? Who do you see going through?
Mm. I
Um,
feel Liverpool spank AC Milan 3-0.
yeah, I mean, if you look at Group A with Bruges, Man City, PSG, and Leipzig, which
Yeah.
two teams do you think will go through?
City and PSG all day.
Ah, okay, so Leipzig dropped down to the Europa League,
Yeah.
right? And then if we look at Group B, Milan, Atletico Madrid, Liverpool, and Porto, right? Which
Oh, that's hard one.
that is a hard one because like all teams are good in there.
Yeah.
They have got some
I'll say
good teams in there.
Atletico Madrid and Liverpool.
Yeah, like if any one of them are not on top of their game, they could easily find themselves in Europa League.
Yeah.
Um, I think for me, Milan might drop into the Europa League. For me,
Yeah, I reckon
uh,
Milan will drop. Yeah, Porto finish bottom.
yeah. Group C, I'm expecting Ajax and Dortmund out of Ajax. That's Dortmund and Sporting.
Yeah. Yeah,
Um, group,
Shakhtar will go in UEFA.
yeah. But then to be fair, they've got to be careful because like Shakhtar Donetsk can cause a surprise to any team,
Mm.
so they've got to be careful of that. Group E, you've got Bayern, Benfica, Dynamo Kiev, and Barcelona. I am expecting
I,
still Barcelona to get through that.
yeah, I
Uh,
think Bayern, the Barcelona, Benfica go
yeah,
to UEFA.
yeah. Group F, I'm still expecting Man United to top the group. And
Hopefully, we haven't gone through the group stages in a while.
let's say I'm supposed to see. I'm expecting you to get actually through the group this time.
We
You
got
don't
through
get
the
through it.
rail next game, haven't we?
Yeah, let's be honest. If you've got by you have got in the Champions League here, you've got like probably one of the easiest groups. If you cannot get through that, there is no hope for Ollie. There is literally
Yeah,
no hope for him.
exactly.
He is
Yeah,
done. He is fine. Even if he gets not, could you imagine what would happen to Cristiano Ronaldo? Will not be able to play because of his sponsors if he drops into the Europa League, right?
yeah,
It'd be like this. What the hell is going on? Even last night, he sat there on the bench, and I'm like, why are you taking him off? What are you doing? Like,
yeah. I
honestly, you
was
might as well.
shocked when he went off.
No, but I'm sitting there with Ronaldo, and I'm sitting there thinking, why don't just Ronaldo manage the team? Because, like, even he's sitting there, like, what the hell are you doing? Honestly.
Yeah.
Um, so Group G are expecting. Oh, that
I
could be a
was,
tough. That's tough. Ooh, I'd
oh,
say Lille and
Seville.
Seville and Lille. I'd go for.
I say Seville and Salzburg.
Oh, okay, but so different opinions there.
Yeah,
And Group H, we're all expecting Juventus, Chelsea. I'm expecting
yeah,
Chelsea to top the
Juventus
group.
and yeah,
Juventus and then Zenit.
yeah. I
I think
agree with you on that one.
Juventus. I think if you look at the table, wow, look at that. Juventus is 16th. They ain't won a game yet.
Bloody yeah.
Right, what's up with them? Right,
Milan or second, like.
yeah. So that's interesting. That is very interesting. Let me have a look at actually Juventus's matches. They've lost against Napoli. All right,
And
let's not take it.
Napoli got Leicester
They've got
tomorrow, ain't they?
and then yeah, no, I know, and Empoli, they lost to Empoli as well. Which one's
Bloody
theirs?
hell.
How the hell? They're
Empoli.
having a
Oh
mare,
my
mate.
god.
They're having a
Yeah.
mare, absolute mare, mate, absolute mare. But there you go. Um, so that's sort of how we expect the groups to fall out. If we're looking at the um quarterfinals and that, who do you think for you? For it, like for the next stages,
Crawford.
who do you think we you make the final and who would win it? So I want to move on to the
Who
Europa
I
League.
think makes final? Oh, I reckon PSG would get there.
Yeah,
But the other team could be out of Chelsea, maybe Man United, Liverpool, or Bayern Munich.
you ain't going. Uh,
I don't know. I can't say nothing about Man United, man. If we
you
pick
ain't
up
going.
with us.
You ain't getting to the final, mate. You are not getting to the final. Not with that. No way. No way. Mate. Mate. There's no way. Right. Do you know what? Big up. Oh no, I was doing a watch along for Bayern Munich Barcelona, man. Where were you? Where were you, man? Honestly.
Yeah, I say Bayern
Uh,
Munich PSG final.
that's it. That's it. He turns up now, and I'm like, where were you? Where were you? Yeah, even Arsenal have registered a single. Even Arsenal have registered a single shot on target against Bayern. Barcelona didn't even no shots on target the whole game. I didn't even realize that.
But yeah,
That's how bad
Barcelona
they
were
are.
crumbling to bits.
So much for the once invincible team that was Barcelona. Good night, sayonara. So
Mm.
for me, right, I want to move on to now. I'm gonna move on quickly to change the colors of this. Change this to the Europa League. Oh, and speaking of the devil, I'm actually just gonna making that a little bit orange. Right. And then we got Reese on. How are you, mate?
Yeah, I'm alright. Just taking a
What's up, Reese?
break from lunch.
How was
Well,
last night, man?
Reese, we need a new manager. You have to agree with me.
I'm not going to get a hasty sack the manager after one defeat thing because it's pointless. But what I will do is I'm going to wait. I'm waiting till Christmas. I'm waiting till Christmas first.
Okay.
It makes more sense. It makes more sense to wait till Christmas because that's when we'll find if we're actually still going to be in the Champions League.
Yeah. I mean, how did you see the game last night? How, like, without trying to swear about it either.
All right, without swearing. Okay. Just by looking at it, we just didn't dominate the ball. We didn't have any control in the midfield. We just didn't seem up to it. The hunger, the work ethic wasn't there. The only one that actually showed anything really apart from Ronaldo was probably Bruno and Fred. The rest of them had nothing to them, like mistakes, sloppy. Van de Beek proved why he shouldn't start a game because he does nothing. He does nothing with the ball. His tackles were stupid. Yeah, people want him as a number 6. Well,
yeah.
he ain't getting ahead of Fred, and you can moan about Fred all you want, but now I've proven it.
Matt Timothy is on number 6.
As much as I would want to say at the moment, I prefer when he carries the ball further forward. I don't want him as a defensive midfielder just yet, because I'm used to it as a Scotland fan. He plays the centre back, so he's done the job as a defender. But in terms of defensive midfield, I prefer him further forward because he's got the frame and the presence to do it. I don't want him sitting back. I want him to be further up the field.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's like I was sitting there and watching that game, and I'm just like, how is he like young boys are getting so much of the ball? I mean, surely, I know you got the problem in the midfield, but even though with all that talent, it shouldn't be getting anywhere near you. That second, to be honest, that second goal, I don't even think De Bruyne could have passed a better ball than that. Like, honestly, I don't know what Lingard was doing. He must have went colorblind for a minute.
I don't know what he was. I don't know what he was doing. I got a little bit harsh from last night, blaming him for the reason we lost. But to be honest, that was just me being annoyed. I don't actually blame him for. I don't blame him for it. I'm just annoyed that we didn't do enough to seal the win. We didn't do anything actually after the 24th minute in terms of hitting a shot. So I think blaming Lingard for me is something that, like, I'm not a reactionary, but I did make a reaction and it wasn't the right one. I blamed him and I sort of regret it, but I look at it and I'm thinking there was more to that game than just Lingard making one mistake. It wasn't all his fault.
It's easy to do that because it's only just it's literally the last kick of the game, right?
It's cost us.
And it's a clear mistake that's cost you. So I think it's easy to get drawn into that. I think anyone would anyway, but it's obviously then you look at hindsight and you're like, it's like when sometimes, I mean, it's like maybe on the weekend I reacted to and it's like immediately went on Twitter reacted to Verstappen's crash and say like, oh, Verstappen's a cheat. What's he doing? This, that, and the other. When you're looking at it, it's like maybe he's not a cheat, but then it's like,
is it all his fault though?
I'd say yes for me still.
Still a fault, but it's just circumstances happened.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put all the blame on them, but these things do happen. But in terms of it, like, I just look at it and I'm thinking it's just how it is. And it felt good last night watching Nagelsmann's school Koeman as well. Even though I like Koeman, I prefer Nagelsmann, so it was good to see that. Yeah. But in terms of Man United, we just... Yeah, but in terms of just Man United, like in terms of like where we played last night, we had no rhythm. And if you don't have that rhythm in your game to actually do anything, you're not going to do it. I can understand making the 5 at the back change. I can understand that one. But then we took off all the attacking threat. And after that, I was literally just, we're settling for a point and we shouldn't have to. But I can see where he's coming from. But I thought that was a poor decision. But to be fair, he's the manager. He's made the decision. All I can do is just live with it as a fan.
Yeah, definitely. Our coach Coleman was finding an excuse to get out of New Camp Nou, while Nagelsmann isn't satisfied, even though they were 3-0 up in our home. There's no difference between Arsenal and Barcelona. There is. One's in the Champions League, one ain't. It explains that. We're gonna go to the Europa League now. Obviously, I ain't doing a Conference League. You can get lost. Um, so yeah, Group A of the Europa League, right? Bondi, Leon,
Leon
Feyenoord,
and
Sparta.
Leon
And
and
Sparta.
Rangers for me.
Yeah, Leon and I mean Leon and Rangers pretty nailed on in that one.
Yeah.
Group B, I think Group B could be quite interesting. Monaco,
Oh.
PSV,
Rangers will
Real,
win Group A. I'll tell you that.
yeah,
Rangers will win Group A.
Yeah, I
yeah.
agree with you. Yeah.
Real Sociedad as well. Real Sociedad is in
Oh,
Group
a
B as
Group
well. It's
B
quite
is bloody hard.
I'm
yeah.
going PSV and Real Sociedad.
Yeah, Real
Monaco.
Sociedad and Monaco for me.
Monaco, I don't see them getting out of the group. They were terrible in that Champions League in the Champions League games, but I don't think they'll
Okay.
actually be good enough in the Europa League.
All right, I'll go through what you said. Uh, Group C: Liga Warsaw, Leicester, Napoli, Sparta. We expect Leicester and
Napoli and
Sparta.
Leicester.
Yeah, I
Just
expect
for
to
sheer banter, Napoli and Spartak Moscow.
Napoli and Spartak monsters. Is that so? You just wind Chris up?
Yeah.
Absolutely. And Group D: Antwerp, Eintracht Frankfurt, Fenerbahce, and Olympiacos. That's another tough group as
And
well.
then
Frankfurt
Olympiacos.
and Fenerbahce. Frankfurt and Fenerbahce.
And then
I'd rather
and
Philip.
Frankfurt.
Yeah, I'd rather Olympiacos than Frankfurt. I can't stand Mesut Ozil. Thank you.
Yeah, I hate Ozil.
Right. Anyway, Group E: Galatasaray, Lazio, Lokomotiv Moscow, and Marseille. That's
Oh,
another difficult group.
I'm gonna go.
Lazio.
Whoa, one at a time, one at a time.
I'm
Go
gonna
on,
go.
Chris.
I'm gonna go Marseille and Lazio.
Okay. What are you
Yeah,
going for?
that's Marcel too.
All right. I'm gonna go. Yeah, I think Lazio and Marseille. To be honest, I don't think Galatasaray are the team they were. So,
Mm-hmm.
Group F: Ludogorets, Midtjylland,
Cervena
Midget then.
Svetsta.
Crvena.
Cervena Svetsta. It used to be Red Star Belgrade.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then Braga as well. Not too sure about this group. This one's a bit of a
Braga to win it. Braga to win it.
it.
But in terms
Okay,
of who's going through with them, I'm gonna edge it to Midtjylland.
that's what I was thinking, to be honest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Braga midget then for me.
Group G, you've got Leverkusen, sorry, Celtic,
Ugh.
Ferencváros, and Real Betis. I'm expecting Leverkusen and Celtic in that one. Easy.
I'm going Leverkusen and Real Betis because fuck Celtic.
Why not
Yeah,
destroy, man?
never Cruz and Will Bitters for me, so I hate Celtic.
Yeah. And then Group H, finally, Dynamo Zagreb, Genk, Rapid Vienna, and West Ham.
This is a tough one to call in terms of the group because they're all relatively balanced teams.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it and I think Genk might win the group, and then I'm gonna tip it between Rapid Vienna or West Ham. I'm gonna just edge it to West Ham, so I'm gonna go Genk to win the group, West Ham to finish second.
I'll say West Ham to win and Genk second.
Yeah, I would say. Do you know what? I don't know what I mean. Is there something wrong with Dynamo Zagreb or something? Because I think they did quite well last season.
Yeah, I'm not picking them for personal reasons.
Okay. For me, okay,
they've got a decent team though. They've got a chance of getting through. They've got a decent team. That's one of the toughest groups to call.
Yeah, I'd say I don't think West Ham will get it out. To be honest, I think Genk or Dynamo Zagreb or Rapid Vienna will get it.
As long as Celtic don't get out their group, I don't care.
Yeah, yeah. But unfortunately, I think they will. So we'll have to put up with it. Um,
Yeah.
in terms of if the teams you look at there, who do you think is going to get to the final
Oh my god.
for you guys? Out of all the teams there, what
Out
do you
the
think the semi final would
groups,
be?
out the current groups, I would. Hmm.
Mm,
Zagreb or shit. I'm gonna. I think in terms of who's actually in the groups, I would say maybe Lazio. But in
yeah,
terms of who, but I think it'll be. Funnily enough, he actually had a good game last night.
yeah, probably. Yeah, he did.
I think Napoli have got a good chance. Either Napoli or Lazio from the groups, from the Europa League groups. In terms of who's like the Champions League, that's until I see who comes down from the Champions League. That's going to be that's going to be tough to
Yeah.
figure out. But I don't think it'll be a Champions League dropout that wins it. I think it
Yeah,
will be
yeah,
someone from the Europa League.
yeah. I obviously we got to look out for what happens with the Champions League and who drops into the Europa League. But do you know what? For me, out of all of them, if I was going to pick one for the Europa League, let me have a look at that again. Um, it's difficult to call. Actually, it's very difficult to call. Do you know what? I'd go with, and I would go with.
I look at squads or managers, and I find Napoli or Lazio are really good choices because it's
Yeah,
Spalletti
Yeah.
or it's
Napoli.
Maurizio Sarri.
Do you know what? Napoli or Leicester, to be honest.
Hmm.
Napoli or
Yeah, I'll
Leicester, to be
go
honest.
with
Maybe Leicester
Napoli
could.
or Leicester.
I'd be
But
surprised if an English club wins the Europa League this year. I'd be
mm,
surprised.
the only reason I'd say that is because, like, I think for me, uh, Leicester, I think that with the top four, I don't think they'll make it. So I
Hmm.
think they'll try and focus on the Europa League more
Hmm.
so because they
That's
realise that
fair.
the top four it's way beyond their reach with everyone improving in that area. So
Hmm.
for me, I'd say Leicester will focus more on the Europa League to try and win that to get in the Champions League.
Possibly.
Yeah.
I also
So
think whoever finishes third out the Sporting groups in the Champions League or the Milan Liverpool group, whoever finishes third in that group could win the Europa League as well because they're very difficult groups.
yeah. I'm gonna go back to those groups right now and just
Because
have a look
Milan
what's
have got
going on.
Liverpool, Atletico, and Porto, and Sporting have got Ajax. That
You
I
can
can
look at
remember off the
also
top of my
Group A
head.
as well. You can also look at Group A as well. They've got
Possibly Leipzig.
Leipzig.
I think Leipzig have got a good chance of winning the Europa League.
Yeah, you got Leipzig, PSG, and Man City, and you could look at
I suppose the Chelsea group maybe or the that's another one.
yeah Chelsea group with Zenit. You never know. Villarreal might finish third and Man United fourth. Uh,
That won't happen.
so, I mean,
I'll
obviously,
say PSG Bayern Munich final.
when are actually you playing?
Nah, the Uber Eats champions won't get to the Uber Eats league won't get to the final.
See, the next match day you're playing Villarreal. Well, that's gonna be
Mm.
fun, isn't it? That's gonna be fun.
Mm.
Jesus. I'm taking you want revenge, but
We'll turn up for that one. We'll
yeah,
turn up for that one and we'll get the 3 points. Well, we
it's
should
the
get the three
away
points.
it's the away leg. I'm more worried about for you guys, to be honest.
Hmm.
But yeah, for me, I would say anyone out of that Group A, and then probably maybe someone out of Group H. Maybe do you know what? Maybe even someone from Group B as well. By Atletico Madrid, Liverpool, Porto, and Milan. Very good group. That is very good group. Very good
Yeah, the game
teams in there.
I'm dreading.
Yeah. So, Real Betis.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
definitely. Napoli versus Leverkusen in the final. Napoli is in hot form. Napoli and Leverkusen. Leicester
Hmm.
haven't hit top form yet, but once they do,
Yeah.
they will get near the top four again, and will do well in Europe. Bayern Munich and Man City this time. So Bayern Munich, Man City this time. So no, not even PSG, because like I think PSG are better than them in a minute. I think PSG are. Would you say, Reese? Would you say
if that is the
PSG
final,
beat
if
them?
that is the final, Bayern Munich wins it.
Yeah,
Munich will
yeah.
beat City. They won't just beat them; they'll slap them. To be honest, like.
Ouch.
But I look at it, and I'm thinking it's tough to call in terms of who's in the Champions League this year. Like, there's so many teams like that could have good turns. Even like, I'm not going to say Man United are going to win it, although I would if Man United won it, that'd be great. But Man United have got quality in there as well. There are match winners if they just keep playing and they actually take their chances and we can win. Like, you can't rule us out. PSG quality as well. Juventus won last night. I don't expect them to reach the semi-finals, but they will give whoever wants to get to the final a test. Chelsea, not sure. It'd be interesting to see how they turn out. Like they'll look to defend the game really well.
It's very difficult to go and win it back to back.
Yeah,
it is very difficult to win it back to back.
It is tough to call this year. So I'm gonna wait till we get to the knockout stage. But if I had to put a line on it, I'd probably say Bayern Munich outright winners.
Okay, for me, I would. Yeah, for me, I would say. I see PSG getting all the way this time. Just the amount of talent they've got in their team. It's whether Pochettino actually uses it. That's the problem.
They've got all that talent, but I just don't see them gelling as a team to do it.
Yeah, I sort of probably want to see the opening game to see how everyone plays in their opening match, just to see where everyone is on their level.
Yeah.
PSG Man City obviously is going to be like, PSG versus Club Brugge is going to be a big game, and
yeah, agreed.
I mean, I don't know, guys. I mean,
It's tough to call.
I mean, if I was going to ask the chat right now, what game would you want me to do, other than like Inter Milan, Real Madrid, which I think everyone's going to do. To be honest, everyone's going to be doing that. Everyone is. So
Milan, Liverpool,
Liverpool, or RB Leipzig and Man City. Yeah,
I'll be watching Milan, Liverpool, hoping for a Milan win. So
yeah, I might actually change it to Liverpool Milan. Then I might change it to that for tonight. So yeah, I might change it. So, but anyway, we're gonna I think, unless there's anything else we want to mention this week, I'll just go quickly through. Oh no, actually, I forgot one more thing. Starting XI of the week, haven't we? Let's have a look at FIFA Ultimate Team Builder. Right. Make sure you're involved, guys, because once again we're doing the Ultimate Stein XI of the week from the last weekend's games. So I want to put a 4-2. I'm gonna go 4-2-3-1. To be honest, I'm gonna go 4-2-3-1 this time. But yeah. So gonna start with a goalkeeper. From this week's games. Reece, who would you say was like the standout goalkeeper this weekend? Last weekend for you?
not Woodman.
No.
I think if I had to choose one, pretty much none of them, because none of them really stood out for me.
I mean, Rams. No, our goalkeeper was decent, but he wasn't top of the world, was he? But he had
To
a
be honest,
decent
I don't think any of them really stood out. So it could be anyone really. I mean, De Gea didn't have a great game. Ederson didn't really have to do much against Leicester.
Yeah,
Alisson maybe against Leeds, maybe. But other than that, I don't think any of them really did anything. It was the team themselves. The goalkeepers didn't have to do much at all.
To be fair, let's have a look at Reece rates Pope. Let's have a look.
Who the fuck said that?
It's King Tony.
Oh, piss off. The funny thing is, though, is I do think he is England's best goalkeeper.
Yeah.
But that's just because Henderson doesn't get game time and the rest of the England goalkeepers are shite. So,
I'm gonna go with yeah. I don't see anyone that's done any good, to be honest.
it's either Ederson or Alisson, because De Gea had a decent game. He didn't have a great game.
What about,
but he's been better lately.
What about Guaita for Crystal Palace?
Yes, since they beat Spurs. Yeah, I'm all for that.
Yeah, I thought I'd do it. I thought I'd get someone. Crystal Palace is Guaita. Right, then we're going to go to the right back position. Now, I want to give a shout out to Tomiyasu. For me, he was our man in the match.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree with that.
Right.
No, I wholeheartedly agree with that. I think that's the right choice, to be honest.
Yeah, Tomiyasu on the right. On the left, did Luke Shaw have a good game?
No.
No.
Well, he had an assist, but other than that, like, it was his positioning's been an issue lately. He's had issues with positioning as of late, which has not been particularly great.
Yeah, Tomiyasu was decent. Tomiyasu was decent. He was probably the best player on the pitch. But
his position's been poor for United, so that's why, like, even though he had the assist, maybe I would incline Shaw just because of the assist, but his positioning for defence has been not particularly great as of late. Yeah.
Okay. Let's try and find someone else here. So, I wouldn't say Leicester's. I wouldn't say Brentford or the Brentford Brighton game. Let me have a look at the Liverpool game. Robertson, did Robertson have a standout game? I'm not sure.
I think he played well. I think he played well in the area what he had to do. He certainly kept things simple for Liverpool, which is for them shocking. But yeah, I'd probably inclined to give that because his position is a lot better than Luke Shaw's at the moment. Luke Shaw's position, if he can get that back to where it was, he'll be fine. But at least his improvement for assists is higher than what it was. But it's just that position is just an issue.
Yeah, definitely. I'm just quickly having a quick look through the others as well. Yeah, I'm inclined to give it to him because I can't see anyone else. So Robertson, yeah, I could say so. I'd say so, to be honest. So
yeah,
get rid of that, Robertson. Right. Centre backs. What are we going for centre backs? To be honest, Varane.
One of them I'd put as Varane. To be honest,
yeah.
I know he had that issue with say Maximin, but he was the only one that was actually in the box to actually do anything about it. So I don't particularly blame him for the Newcastle equaliser. But he's shown his physical presence in our defence. He's good with carrying the ball, and he showed why we signed him. So I would put Varane in there. And I'd maybe look, maybe Rudiger. I'd maybe say Rudiger as well from Chelsea. He's been brilliant.
Michael Keane, did he have a good game
against what, Burnley?
Yeah.
Don't know.
I'd more like I'll go Rudiger. Rudiger again. Right, the two DMs.
I think one of them, Rodri.
Yeah.
He holds the ball really well for that Man City team. He just keeps it nice and simple. And to be fair, if you do that, you're not gonna lose. So I think one of them's got to be Rodri. The other one, I thought he was fantastic in the midfield for Chelsea, even though Chelsea weren't particularly great against Villa. I'm gonna have to say Kovacic is the other one. I thought Kovacic was fantastic. I thought Saul Niguez, player that I like, I thought he was woeful. But Kovacic, I thought he was brilliant for Chelsea.
Kovacic.
Only because I'd put Pogba on the left wing, because that's where he seems to be playing at the minute. That's why I've not got Pogba in midfield.
Okay. I thought there was something behind it. For me, what should we just do this for just the
Miss Thiago. No, I didn't miss Thiago. Thiago shit.
Ronaldo's definitely up top striker.
Well, Ronaldo's definitely up front. There's no question about
that. The whole weekend was about Ronaldo, to be honest.
To be fair, the whole weekend was probably Bruno, Rashford, and Pogba. So you may as well just put Bruno as the 10, Pogba left wing, and Ronaldo up front. We'll let someone decide the right wing.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. It's the fact that
you will.
Do you know what? I think, to be fair though, Bruno does deserve to be in that 10 role.
Mm-hmm. Edward as well. Like, even if Edward deserves a mention in there.
Yeah, I think Edward deserves a mention in there. To be honest,
just depends where you put him, because I'm not putting him ahead of Ronaldo. Like, not a chance.
I'd have to put him on the right then, just to get in the team.
I respect Edward for leaving a shit club, so I'll give him that. Now he's playing for Palace, but he suits us really well. You could actually change that system. You could play.
Could I put Rodri on the right? Couldn't I?
You could go diamond. Play Rodri as your in that defensive role. Put Pogba and Kovacic box to box. Then play Bruno on the 10. Then play Ronaldo and Edward up front, and that could be your team for the week.
Yeah, it could do. That's a good shout, actually. Well done. So like that basically, and then if you play Kovacic there, Pogba there, Fernandez there, and then Edward. Trying to find it now. Where is it?
Townsend is a good mention, to be honest. But I just look at I think there just was better overall. But he definitely had a good weekend. I'll give him that.
I find him. Where is he? Trying to find club. Let me have a look. What club did he come from?
Celtic. Yeah.
Celtic. So yeah, I'm gonna have to put. Right. There you go. See? I spelled it wrong. There you go. So yeah, manager of the week. Who are we going for manager of the week?
Rafael Benitez.
Yeah, Benitez for me. It's it. Benitez.
He's consistently getting it right with this Everton team that it's hard to just not choose him. It is just not difficult at the moment to just leave him out.
I can't seem to get him in. It's not there, but that doesn't matter. We got that in there. Anyway, so Patrick Vieira.
Yeah. I mean, he did beat Spurs. To be fair, anyone can beat Spurs, but yeah, I suppose he did get everything spot on.
Yeah,
that's a fair shout. I would say Ollie, but to be fair, he managed that game really well against Newcastle. But I look at the other two, and I thought they were better.
Yeah, I'd say for me, I would say Vieira for me. He actually destroyed Tottenham. So.
He did. Yeah, he did.
And that's not for the first time. So there we are.
It will be the last time, though. It will be the last time.
Yeah. So, but there we are. There's the squad. You got Guaita in goal, Tomiyasu on the right, Robertson on the left, Varane, Rudiger, and Rodri. Kovacic, Pogba, Fernandes, whatever you want to call him, Edward, and Cristiano Ronaldo up front. So yeah, and we've come to the end of the stream, man. Yeah, to get lost. There's no way that's happening. So yeah, we'll come to the end of the stream. So yeah, make sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Reese, where can I find you, mate?
You can find me at Twitter below at Devils Rising. You can find me on the Weekly Armchair Sports Talk, Dugout Football Channel, here now and again. Traffic, where else? Pretty much anywhere on YouTube, really. That's pretty much where you can find me. But mostly just Devils Rising and Twitch Reese_Lightning 1997. Thanks for having me on, man. That was a good lunch break for me.
Yeah, no worries, man. No worries. You're always welcome. But yeah, make sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. It's really, really, really important you do so. It helps raise the money for children's liver disease. Also helps raise awareness of the channel.
Tony, fuck
YouTube.
off.
Yeah,
it's not. Funnily enough, it's not me that likes Burnley. It's freaking Connor. Like, that's the annoying thing. He's actually got a Burnley shirt. I hate everything Burnley.
Yeah, like Tony, seriously, just leave it out, man. I'm trying to honestly. I'm just, make sure to make sure to hit the like and subscribe button, please. It's really important you do so. It helps us raise awareness for the charity. The more you do, hit that like button on YouTube. It helps raise the awareness of the channel and what we're doing. So really important you do that. Do join a membership from as little as $1.99 as well. We're back at what about time we back? We're back at 3:30, I believe. Yeah, 3:30 with the Arsenal gossip column. So like all talking about last week's game and what it means going forward. That blah blah blah. Then
means fuck all. I have to tell you it straight, mate.
Leave the swearing out, man. I'm trying to make it like neat.
Do you want did you want it the truth or did you want it PG? Because that we all know full well that ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to bear that in mind. Make sure to do hit the like and subscribe and join the membership from as little as $1.99, and we'll catch you guys at 3:30. Until then, bye bye.